What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be answering Rainbow Six Siege related questions on Twitter directed towards Matimio because I do not have subscribers. So, alright, let's get right into it. First question here. Should Ubisoft make it easier to get through the Battle Pass? I didn't finish it, is basically what they're saying. So, I think the answer is no. Personally, I believe you bought the Battle Pass, you know there's 100 tiers in it, right? So it's going to be a little bit difficult. That's a lot of content to get through. So if you don't have any time to play the game, if you only have 1 to 2 hours a day to play the game, you're just not going to get it done. That's not enough time. So really, it kind of falls back on you at a certain point. You have to take some responsibility. And you need, only 1 to 2 hours a day, that's just not enough. You can't expect to finish it seriously. And that's what I think about that. Alright, so question number 2 is from Jax. He says, at Uncle Earbud, hey, what do you think of an update where when playing as a defender, you can melee an attacker's grapple when they're climbing walls? They fall and either die or get injured. Well, I have to say, I absolutely love this, but maybe you want to take it a step further. I think you should be able to just shoot through the window. If you hit the rope, boom, detaches. More for realism, of course. I want a more realistic product, a better game. So you should just basically, you're going to have Valkyrie cams, right? You're going to throw them at a window. Imagine you're on Chalet, you're at the front door, that little top balcony area. Someone is rappelling, shooting through the windows. All you have to do as a defender is check your Valkyrie cam. Boom. You know exactly where the rope is. You take a shot, they die. Perfect plan. That's what we need in this game. So that's what I think on this. At Uncle Earbud, do you think the problem with map balancing in Siege might be because not all maps were designed around bomb, hostage, and secure? Well, Zach_W. I have to say, I've heard a lot about the map balancing problems, and I just don't see it. I don't have any problems on any of the maps. I think I was a little bit upset when they took out the original house from ranked. I don't know why they did that. I don't think there's any reason at all. I never had any of these problems. I think if you did have a problem, maybe just don't get spawn peeked. It's really not that hard. Maybe get better at the game. I think this is a classic whiny excuse for people that aren't very good at the game. So that's what I think about that question. Alright, and at Uncle Earbud Mailbox, their question from John. What are your thoughts on Ubisoft finally adding crossplay in Rainbow Six Siege, and do you think it's a good idea in its current state? Well, I think the state of Siege, I think it's peaked. I think this is the highest that it's ever been, the highest it'll ever be. I think we're having a great time. Maybe this new season will be even higher. I don't see it though. So I think it's a great place where it's at. Not really necessary for cross-platform. If you really want to play with console friends and you're on PC, maybe you should get a console or they should get a PC. I don't really think it's a good idea to mix the keyboard and mouse with controllers. So yeah, just buy a PC, and that's probably what I would recommend. And that's good for that question. Okay, another question from Dark.io. What do you think about a punishment for players that leave a game early because they don't like the map that they're on? It's annoying that people keep leaving the game. Well, I gotta say, I think this is again more of a problem on yourself. Whenever it's 4v5, if you think that's an unwinnable game, I think that says more about your team's skill set. Maybe you should be squatting up with some of the boys, training better. I think a 4v5 makes you better at the game. I think they should take away the abandonment penalty for ranked. Sometimes, life happens. I think you have to leave. It's okay. Maybe you gotta take out the trash. I don't know. So, yeah, I think taking away abandonment penalties is the way to go. I completely agree with you. Here's another great question. At Uncle Earbud, #Sunday Mailbox. I realized the same question got asked when Maestro, Mozzie, and Wamai came out. But do you think that Thunderbird is going to replace Doc? Well, this is an interesting question because they do similar things. They both have healing powers, but it seems like Thunderbird with the stations might be able to be a bit better. But I think you're asking the wrong question here. Why not use them both together? And by that, I mean combine the characters into a new one. I think Thunderbird should have the stations and the gun to get rid of Doc altogether. So then you have this, because nothing's more OP than a Rook and Doc combo. The 3 armors with the armor, Rook armor, that's a bit much. So I think you just knock that problem right at the base, at the core. You give him the gun, the stim gun, and the stations, and then you just have one healing operator. I think that gets rid of this question altogether. Thanks for making it to the end of the video. If you have any questions of your own, please submit it in the comments below and leave a like. Thank you.